Hello, everybody.
Hi.
I have to fix things already. There we go. Everything is fixed. Nobody be concerned. Hi, everyone.
I'm concerned.
Don't be concerned. Nobody be concerned. Everything is normal. Everything is fine.
Hello.
We're joined by special guest today, our very own editor, David Clark.
Yay. Hi, Twitch. PogChamp.
PogChamp.
Lol W.
David's going to be our little PogChamp for today's stream.
Cool cat.
Who, me?
You're doing great, David.
Hope things don't get Bible thump.
Keep them coming.
Keep going.
Smile. D. Coleman when I say something wild.
David knows the parlance of the youth.
We don't have better Twitch TV.
I'm listening to David say these things while my dad is sending me pictures of a cabinet he just made for the kitchen, and it's a weird combo. It's a weird world that I'm living in.
It's a
you
wild
have a millennial
world.
pretending to be a Zoomer while you talk to a Boomer.
Yes.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That really makes me think.
I can middle part.
Meanwhile, just like always, Gen X gets left out of the conversation, as they should.
That's fine.
Just kidding. Just kidding if any Gen Xers are watching.
Don't mind me. I'm just like slowly maximizing our
Screen space.
maximizing how this looks.
I like this textured canvas, Jacob.
Yeah, we have
first
it for
I thought
a
my
reason.
screen was dirty.
Very dirty.
Just like when I play Destiny, I always turn on Destiny. Every time I turn on Destiny, and I'm like, what happened to my screen?
No, there's a good reason we have parchment here to draw on today, because we're playing a game called The Quiet Year that I first found out about from a podcast called Friends at the Table.
Do I have to whisper? It's a quiet year. Do I have to whisper about it? Jacob. Is this a whispering game?
I'm just gonna let everyone get it all out. Get your whispers out now.
Jacob, is this a whisper?
Should I start my ASMR session?
Before we get going too, I also want to say no spoilers for Drawtectives. I know
Yes,
that we just had
please.
the premiere for the Drawtectives finale. You are allowed to congratulate Julia on doing an amazing job.
Thank you.
You are allowed and encoraged.
Allowed
to
and
do that.
encouraged.
I was
but
just sitting there like Gendo Ikari, just like, I hope everyone enjoys.
with a
Please.
shine on your lenses.
We did enjoy.
But yeah,
I
no
loved
spoilers.
it.
No
Nothing
spoilers.
could have spoiled it. It was too entertaining, but giving it all away.
That's very true. Yeah.
Yeah.
But to get back to what we're doing here today, we're playing a game called The Quiet Year. Like I said, I found it on the podcast called Friends at the Table. They did a really cool thing where they played this game in preparation for another game. Like they used this game to
Ooh.
build the world that they then played the other game in,
A pre-game game.
which I think is
Uh-oh.
super cool because this is a map drawing game
Whoa.
in which we will play as a community rebuilding after the collapse of civilization.
Huh.
Just reading from the text here. Your decisions will define the values and future of this community, and these decisions will get added to a map which is constantly evolving. This map blends literal cartography with symbols, creating a vitch.
I love the
Vitch.
movie The Vitch.
Great
created-
movie.
It's
created
really
The
good.
Vitch.
The mood in that is
Yeah.
just, oof.
At the end of this, we
Amazing
will have
ending.
made the movie The Witch.
I'm ready to live deliciously.
No.
Let's all sign the book and head on out.
It will create a rich visual record of land and people. Players collaborate to steer the fate of the community while also introducing problems and tensions along the way. So
Great.
that's what we're going to be doing. We're also playing the shorter variation of the game where I've removed some things to make it go quicker. Because if you play it normally, it's like 3 to 4 hours, and we want
That's
more
too
like,
long.
more like 2
Mhm.
hours ideally. So we gonna play
Short
the
game.
short one.
A tight 2 hours.
Yeah, tight 2 hours. Now is the time for me to read to you the opening story. Are you ready?
Yeah.
So ready.
Here's the opening story. For a long time, we were at war with the jackals. Now, finally, we've driven them off, and we're left with this, a year of relative peace. One quiet year with which to build our community up and learn again how to work together. Come winter, the frost shepherds will arrive, and we might not survive the encounter. This is when the game will end, but we don't know about that yet. What we know is that right now in this moment, there is an opportunity to build something.
Whoa.
Isn't that a nice intro?
Very nice.
So now I will jump straight in.
Shepherds and jackals.
It's cool names, right?
Yeah.
It's also cool because they tell you specifically that you're not supposed to define what the frost shepherds are.
Yeah.
Just know that when they come up, the game is over.
I want to know.
Maybe we'll come to terms with what they are over the course of the game and figure it out for ourselves. What our frost shepherds are.
I'm imagining an army of murder Santas, personally.
It could be. It could be. So this here is our map on this parchment paper that I provided here.
But Jacob, there's nothing on there.
Oh my God,
It's
Nathan, you're
blank.
right. You're so right. Luckily, as we play, we'll update the map. We'll establish the landscape. We'll reflect new discoveries, conflicts, and decisions on this map.
Like in Tingle.
Like in Tingle.
Like in Tingle.
In Tingle's Magical Rupee Man.
Wow, they really ripped off Tingle for this game, huh?
Yeah.
Normally, if we were playing, we'd be playing in person on like a physical piece of paper, and we would all take turns drawing on the map.
What is that?
But much like this game, we are also in a quiet year.
We are also in a quiet year, and so I'm gonna do all the drawing, and y'all can just tell me like where to put stuff when it comes time to do that.
Hell yeah.
So getting into it, to tell you how to play the game, I've got this here deck of cards that I've prepared. They're in order of suits. So it starts with hearts and then goes to diamonds and then goes to clubs and then spades, and they represent the seasons, starting with spring and then going summer, fall, and then winter. And each card, when I flip it for people's turns, will have like basically a series of 2 different things on it, like 2 different challenges. And this is kind of how the game goes. We go around in a circle and flip cards, and then we react to whatever comes up on the cards and add things to the map. And we'll get more into it as we go. The thing is, at some point in winter, we'll draw the King of Spades. I don't know where it is in the deck. I know it's in the winter segment of the deck, but I don't know where. And when we draw that card, the Frost Shepherds arrive and the game immediately ends.
So you separated it out into suits, and then you shuffled each suit and then stacked them?
Correct.
Gotcha.
And I removed 5 cards from each suit to make the game shorter.
Oh. But you didn't remove the King of Spades.
I did not remove the King of Spades. Otherwise, the game would never end and our community would live forever.
That'd make the game longer.
It's a quiet decade.
I like quiet decade.
So I'm going to read from the sheet here again real quick. When we play the quiet year, we don't control specific characters or act out scenes. Instead, we all act as abstract social forces within the community. At any point, we might be representing a single person or a great many. This is a story about social forces and their impact on the land rather than being about specific individuals. I know that sounds very serious. In our case, we can also be goofy for the purpose of entertainment.
The social
Can I be Mickey?
force of Goofus.
You
Can I
can't
be Donald?
You're not a specific character. So if Mickey and Donald are here, you're both Mickey and Donald, and also not Mickey and Donald at the same time.
You're the
Whoa.
social forces of Mickey and Donald.
Nebulous Mickey.
To continue,
Abstract Donald.
at the same time that we're playing as the community, we're also looking for opportunities to introduce new and interesting challenges into the story. It's our job to make sure that there are always difficult decisions to be made and uncertainties to be explored. As we introduce interesting challenges for the community and then figure out how to address them, tensions will emerge that ultimately reveal the character and future of our community. So get ready for all of that. So
ready.
to start off, we got to establish a general landscape for our map. So we need to have a 2 minutes at most discussion about the general terrain and habitat. This can be as simple as someone saying, how about a community in a rocky desert, and everyone else nodding in agreement. So first we need to figure out sort of the general, what's our general map like?
I was going to say desert, but then you said desert, and I don't want it to...
Yeah, that's
Swamp.
Swamp. Do we want to do swamp?
Get out of my swamp.
Out of my swamp. I'm Donald.
I'm Shrek.
Donald Shrek.
So are we thinking? We're thinking
I'm
like
a
a
donkey.
swamp community,
Yeah.
Yes.
living on like those
sort of a
stilt
swamp.
houses.
Sort of a swamp community.
Swamp.
How much can
Shady.
we
A
Can
duck
we
dynasty, if you will.
turn to chat to help us with this sort of stuff as
you
well?
can do as much as you want, however you wanna do it.
Great. By the way, thanks to everyone who has been subscribing and cheersing.
Oh,
this
yes.
whole time.
And gifting subs. I saw that George was in the chat. Thank you, George.
Thank you, George.
And George gifted a bunch of subs. Thank you, George.
Yeah. So thank you,
one of
George.
Jacob's nasty shapes.
I'm just saying this is like the general border of our.
Loaf of
That's
bread.
that
Our
nasty
territory.
swamp.
Random map challenge.
Yeah. So this is what we'll start with, and now we each need to introduce one detail about the local terrain, and then I will sketch it on the map. These sketches should be rough and simple, leaving lots of blank space for additions during play, and the community itself should be fairly large on the map, perhaps taking up 1/3 of the sheet. Usually
Okay,
the community
I got
has
an
around
idea.
60 to 80 members. So let's first decide where the community should be.
What if there's a big body of water that separates each half of the community and people live on each separate half?
Oh, I like that. Are we thinking the community is like going to be like in the middle of the map, or on one
I was
of the
thinking
edges?
the body of water is like it goes through the whole community,
Yes.
and then they're on each side, creating a division.
So how about this? We have a body of water here. This is like a river,
A swamp
Yeah.
river.
a swamp river.
Swamp River.
Yeah, yeah.
Swiver.
It's one of
It's
those
their
swivers.
source of trade and income, maybe. Yeah,
Yes.
It's
could be
a
anything.
it's a swiver wet for sure.
Yeah.
And then maybe our community is going to be like sort of up here, and it's
Mhm.
divided
There's
by the
east,
river.
East and
Uh-huh.
west
So
community.
we'll make like some little houses to be like, this is the community.
Besides swamp.
This is West community, and then East community houses.
I'm more of an East community kind of girl.
Of course, look like this, so you know it's
Oh, sure.
different. Yeah, we don't like those rectangle house having East swampers.
With stars upon ours.
and this is a river, so just to make sure we have it all clear. Okay,
Ground
so
is slightly less soft
Less.
on the right side of the river, and so you can build slightly taller buildings over there.
Yeah. Whoa, bunch of gifted subs. Thank you.
Karen,
Wow,
thank you so
thank
much for the gifted
Thanks,
subs.
Karen.
So David has decided that we have a river running through it, it being
That's-
our town,
hmm
separating into east and west sides. So the rest of you, if you'd like to come up with a detail about the local terrain that I'll put on the map, it doesn't have to be in the town, it can be anywhere on the map.
I have one.
Go for it.
There should be a bog
A
where it
bog.
lives.
Yeah.
Yes. Where do you want this bog to be?
Kind of on the outskirts.
Like, so kind of
Somewhere.
like west or east?
Tim
I think
Curry.
we gotta do west.
West side bog?
West Side Bog.
West side
All right.
bog.
I'm gonna say like maybe southwest corner.
Oh,
Yeah.
This
That's
is
Southwest Bog.
and I don't need to make it too big. That's
Where
going to
it
be the problem
lives.
I have. This is going to be the bog.
Where it lives.
Tim
just-
Curry, it.
Yeah, I'm just going to like
I
put
just think
some,
of
like,
Tony saying the kitchen where it happened.
some like bog trees. You know bog trees?
yeah,
Yeah.
in the bog.
Yeah.
What
and,
you're drawing right now, obviously.
and it lives here. I'm
Yeah.
not supposed to write on this, but I am going to write it.
That's just the
That's where it
symbol.
lives.
That's
Yeah.
just the symbol for it.
That's the symbol
Yeah.
for it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I saw in chat. I'm just gonna take this from chat. Big magic tree.
Big magic tree. Where you want that to be?
How about northwest?
So in the northwest we have the big magic tree.
The big magic tree.
That's going to be this one here.
Yeah.
And you know it's magic because it has stars in it.
Yeah. The star tree.
Whoa.
Big magic tree. Okay. I'm trying to think of one. Do you have one, Julia?
I potentially do. Maybe we have. Like, are we able to have like mountains here, or is it because we have swamp that it's going to be pretty flat?
Maybe swamp mountains.
I imagine it'd be pretty flat
Okay.
with swampland.
So then, can we have a dense forest with a half sunken in ship, kind of?
Oh, I like that.
Like maybe the water was higher, but then it became a swamp, and
Sure.
it revealed the sunken ship.
Where's the sunken ship?
Well, I feel like we gotta fill out this side a little bit.
Okay. Point. You're here with me, so you just point.
Let's do like here.
Okay. So this is what the. So there we go. So this is where the sunken ship is.
Jacob, I have a question.
Yes.
Once you draw something on the map, can it be changed?
Kind of. I mean, this is like where these things are.
Right.
But depending on what happens, we can like if we do something to affect one of these things, we can mark that it has been altered, but we can't like move it.
No.
If that makes sense.
Because I'm seeing in chat, and let me know if are we still adding stuff?
We're each adding one thing.
Okay, I added already. I added big magic tree.
So Jacob, is it your turn to add? Are you adding something, or are you?
I'm gonna add something as well. Or maybe I won't actually, because this game's actually only supposed to be 4 players.
Okay.
Maybe I'll act as like the sort of game arbiter for y'all.
You're the tingle.
I'm the tingle.
You're the tingle.
Jacob is tingled now. Okay,
so this is all we're adding right now.
Cosplay tingle.
So next up, we need to determine an important resource. We need to come up with important resources for the community. So these will be things that we have either in abundance or scarcity, but we don't have to decide which one of those yet. We just need each of you to name a resource. The kind of examples they have are like clean drinking water, adequate shelter, fish. Like if it was like a Mad Max kind of situation, maybe gasoline or like transportation or stuff like that. So anything that could be considered something that people would need or want, and then just each of you come up with one of those things.
It's a swamp.
I feel like there's going to be a lot of. What'd you say?
Onions.
Onions.
It's a swamp.
Okay.
See, I was going to say some sort of like amphibians, like crocodiles or.
I don't know if those are a resource.
You get meat and
or reptiles.
I guess it could be like game.
In before anyone says crocodiles or reptiles, not amphibians. They're amphibious, but they're not amphibians.
I'm gonna rethink mine.
Yeah, because maybe we could take onions and like generalize it as like foraged food.
What about cranberries in the bog?
I mean, I feel like that could fall under the purview of foraged food.
Oh,
can it be like how cranberries are just sort of floating in the water, but it is onions?
Yeah,
those onions would go bad so fast.
You go wait. Well, no, these are swamp onions.
These are fantasy onions in the swamp.
These are swamp onions.
Instead of making you cry, they make you laugh.
I do see though actually how animals could be a resource if they intend to like use them for meat or for taming.
What if it's like domesticated domesticated crocodiles? They're like the cows.
That's very fun. I've come around on it, Julia.
They're beasts of burden, but they also provide like
milk,
eggs, milk, crocodile milk.
Okay, so crocodiles are around here and they're used for a lot of purposes.
Can magic be a resource?
It can be a resource.
It can only be harvested from the magic tree.
Yeah, magic can be a resource.
It's a scarce resource.
Do they call it magic?
I think they
call it magic. Okay.
I mean, it is the magic tree after all.
It is the magic tree.
Yeah. David?
Everyone's saying Krilk.
No.
This was destined to be.
Krilk. That's a
All right.
Unpleasant in the mouth.
It's also let's say the town is also like a big exporter of I don't know, maybe they write zines, fantasy zines.
Zines.
That are very popular.
Yeah. Yeah.
So here's the sort of twist on this. Now that we have these 4 resources, we will pick one of them that is in abundance, and the other 3 will be scarce.
The onions, obviously.
Oh,
Obviously,
onions.
the zines are going to be abundant.
So we have to figure out. We have to come to a consensus on
We
which
each said a
one
different
is.
one.
Wait, one's abundant and the rest are scarce?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I will add.
think-
We have to add things to the map that show like why that is.
Okay. I mean, I'm fine with zines being scarce because, you know, it's hard. It's really hard work. You have to find a printer. You have to get people that are committed. Everyone's
Yeah.
always doing like a million different things with their life. It's like, focus.
keep getting
we
wet.
have deadlines.
Yeah, it's like a lot of people have ideas for zines, but it's to add, like they
It's the
very very rarely get published.
So zines are scarce.
Yes,
Zines are
that's fine.
scarce. Magic is scarce, I think.
Magic is scarce. I'm just putting a minus sign next to the scarce ones. I mean,
feel like there'd
magic
be a
it makes
lot of
sense because there's just the
crocodiles.
one magic tree. So this is the only place they have to access it, and it's pretty far away. So,
Yeah.
Mhm.
so are crocodiles or foraged food abundant?
I feel like there's going to be a lot of crocs.
We thinking an abundance of crocs?
An
But we need a
abundance.
lot of
So.
foraged foods to feed the crocs and the people.
Well, the thing
That's a
is
lot of
like we're
conflict
supposed
right
to be
there.
creating issues here that we'll have to then solve later.
The crocs eat each other.
Yeah, the crocs eat each other.
Crocs eat
It's a
each
croc
other.
eat croc
They-
world.
They wrestle
Yes.
each other.
All right, so there's a lot of crocs.
There's a lot of crocs.
A lot of crocs, not
and,
a lot.
and not a
of
lot.
foraged
So
food.
I think we need to make like a croc pool outside of town.
A croc
be
pot,
just like-
if you will.
Yeah,
That's what they call
That's a
it.
good one, Julia.
Thank you.
But maybe this is also like a point of contention. Maybe the croc pot is off the west end of the town.
They
should
get
it,
they get the, oh man.
I know they got so much garbage going on. Meanwhile, over here they just got
Yeah.
a cool sunken ship.
Well, these over
Yeah.
here are like the coastal elites and their high rise.
Man, we should have given them a Chipotle.
Take out the foraged food, replace it with Chipotle.
Yeah.
So this is where they keep the crocs. Is in the west of town.
Mhm. It
But
causes some problems for local families.
yeah, because the crocs are dangerous, but also necessary for like hauling and fighting and who knows what else.
yeah,
Saddle
they're
crocs.
entertain. Watching the croc fights is a big entertainment source.
For
a lot
sure.
of the zines are about the crocs.
They need them
Yeah.
for shoes, for their
Mhm.
crocs.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm trying
There's,
to
like-
think of like a way to represent on the map why they don't have a lot of foraged food. Maybe there's like a area of
Well,
some
the
sort of
frost
plague.
the frost demons might have done something to them.
Demons.
What
Who
were
are
they-
those?
Saying frost demons.
The frost demons.
What were they called?
The well, now you made me forget.
Winter
maybe-
shepherds.
Maybe
The
there's
frost
Jackals.
shepherds. Frost shepherds.
Frost
Maybe-
oracles?
Maybe there
Frost
is a lot
shepherds.
of foraged food, but no one can get to it because of the amount of crocs.
Yeah.
They just keep eating the people who go out too far.
The
Oh.
resource.
Very aggressive.
The density of crocs gets bigger as you go out.
So we're thinking like the foraging food areas
Just a
maybe
sea
like
of crocs.
over here, but all around it's croc territory.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's hard to get
So
to it.
We've got like wild crocs and domesticated crocs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
The
So
wild
the wild
crocs are out
crocs
there.
have
bushes with little berries. Looks
onions.
Full of
cookies.
onions.
Yeah, full of onion
Mhm.
bushes.
Onion bushes.
Onions to eat.
And then there's the crocs are swimming around.
Did you guys know that Jacob's favorite vegetable is scallions?
Really?
Fortunately, yes.
Yeah, we learned. When did we learn about that? Was that
They're
on a
so
stream?
versatile, and they make everything better when you add them.
They're pretty good.
They're a garnish.
I love to put
You're a
them on
garnish.
pancakes.
They're aromatic.
We're not talking about that. We're talking about this. And then maybe this like opens out. Okay, so I think we're ready to continue moving. Except we don't have a reason why the zines are scarce.
Yeah, we do.
Everyone keeps getting eaten by the crocs.
They don't have follow through.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the crocs
Hard
keep
to-
eating the printers.
So it's like lack of follow. So it's more of an abstract.
And also the crocs keep
There's
like there's sort of an implied people are getting eaten by crocodiles a lot. That's just
causes-
sort of like a
yeah.
thing that happens.
It causes ennui. It's like, why would you make a zine when you're not going to live to see the next day potentially?
Getting eaten by a crocodile is kind of like a car crash in this community. It's just like a thing that happens. It's sad, but like it's generally accepted part of life.
Yeah.
All right, let me explain how the game's actually played now that we're getting into it. So we're going to go around in turns, and there are 3 things that you'll do on a turn. The first thing is the active player will draw a card. In this case, I'll draw because I have the deck, and I'll read to you what the card means. The next thing that happens is we adjust the dice. So we won't have dice, but essentially in this game, you can start projects that will take a certain number of turns, and I'll mark it with numbers, and we'll count it down as we go to see when they finish. And the last thing you do is take an action. On your turn, there are 3 actions that you can do. And we'll like go over it all on everyone's turn. It'll be like very clear once we get going. But the 3 actions are, you can discover something new. You introduce a new situation. It might be a problem, an opportunity, or a bit of both. Draw that situation onto the map. Drawings should be small and simple. Whenever things seem too controlled and easy, we can use this action to introduce new issues and dilemmas. When individual characters get named, we can record those names on an index card. So named characters might show up like Donald and Mickey.
Goofy. And Goofy.
And Goofy. So
Sora.
essentially you can choose to add something to the map and say like,
Zagreus.
this is there now. That's a thing you can do on your turn. Another thing you can do is hold a discussion. You can choose to open with a question or statement. Starting from you and going clockwise, each player gets to weigh in once with a single statement of 1 to 2 sentences. A discussion never results in a decision being made. Everyone weighs in and then it's over. This is how conversations work in communities. They are untidy and inconclusive affairs. So this would be like if you were thinking like, I'm going to hold a discussion, and you're like, I think we need to annex land from the West Swamp because they have too much additional land. And then, you know, David would say something to weigh in on that, and then Karina would say something to weigh in on that, and then Nathan would say something to weigh in, and then discussion over. And it can kind of just get a vibe of like what the community is feeling.
Yeah.
The third thing you can do is start a project. You choose a situation and declare what the community will do to resolve it. There's no agreeing or disagreeing. The community simply begins work. As a group, quickly decide how many weeks the project would take to complete from 1 to 6. Remember, you are a small community. It isn't easy or quick to build a house or repair a water wheel. If a project would reasonably take longer than 6 weeks to complete, it will need to be completed in stages. And in that case, we would mark a number on the map for where the project is happening and then count down the weeks until it gets finished. So that's how you like fix problems. You propose a solution and say how long it's going to take. And that is basically it. Like I said, I can remind you all these things as we go. But I think for now we should just get started. How does that sound?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Into it.
So I'm gonna do the order that I see on my Zoom. So it'll go Julia, then David, then Karina, then Nathan.
You're starting with me.
If that's okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna draw you a card, and we're in spring right now of our quiet year. So we've got the 5 of Hearts. So here's your 2 options for what you can do with this.
Okay.
Number 1, there is a disquieting legend about this place. What is it? Or, alarming weather patterns destroy something. How and what?
I like the legend one.
You like the legend.
Yeah.
So there's an alarming legend about this place. We just need to know what the legend is.
I'm gonna think about it. Yeah, I was thinking something maybe about it.
About it, yeah.
Think about it.
Thinking
I'm always
about
thinking
it.
about it.
Thinking about it. Let's add to the legend of it.
What if
Hope it's not
like
thinking about me.
It like the legend is that on every like full moon it wanders very close to town at
Oh,
night.
yeah.
Oh.
Okay. I like that.
Mhm.
So we will do, I'll just draw like sort of a moon symbol here. It's a full moon. Not that you can really tell. I'll do like some little craters.
Draw a butt.
So on full moons,
Mhm.
it wanders. So I'll do like an arrow.
Yeah.
That's a good legend. I like that.
I like that.
All right.
Give
so
it a little mischievous.
we
feeling.
have no projects going right now, so we don't need to do any dice
No.
changes.
Nope.
So instead, what you do now is
No dice.
you choose to discover something new,
Bless you.
Bless you.
Bless
Bless you.
you.
hold a discussion, or start a project.
Let's start a project.
You want to start a project. All right. What do you think the community should start working on?
If I had to guess between whether Julia would want to start a project or have a discussion,
I fell right into that one. Maybe like the west side of town, since they're closer to it and this legend is happening, they start to make like a fortified wall around their part of town.
So the west side wants to build a wall.
Just like, yeah, around this
Yeah.
like southern border.
Okay. So I'm just gonna add like sort of
Like a wooden
like
wall,
a
maybe.
fence looking thing.
Southern
Yeah.
border wall.
And how long do you think it would take them to build a fence?
I mean, a while.
4 years.
From 1 to 6 weeks.
Longer.
The rest of the game, they're really struggling on this fence.
I feel like it would be.
Make it pay for it.
Make it pay for it.
Don't worry, guys, it'll pay for it. And there's no way it can get around this fence. You said 4 to 6 weeks.
I said 1 to 6 weeks.
Oh, let's say 4 weeks.
4 weeks. So we will do.
It's a big proj.
We will do a 4 right there that I will count down on each turn.
Okay.
All right. So that is it for Julia's turn.
Yep.
Good work, Julia.
Thank you.
David, you are up next.
Okay.
So you got the 6 of hearts.
6 of hearts.
So here's your 2 options. The first, are there children in the community? If there are, what is their role in the community? Or, how old are the eldest members of the community? What unique needs do they have?
Okay. Children or elders?
Young or old, David?
I'll go young. I'll go
Okay.
with early stage of life. Yes.
I feel like the old people would have gotten eaten by crocodiles. That's like, you know.
Yeah.
So I feel like
They don't
there'd
live very long.
be more young people.
So there are children.
Yes, there are
Um,
children.
And what is their role?
On the east side, they go to school
Okay.
to get jobs and take over businesses. They will eventually become the owners of the town, so they need to learn things. The west side, some kids go to school, but most of them work the onion farm, are working, training to do like housework things so they can eventually work on the onion farms.
Okay. The treacherous onion farms across Crocodile Lake.
Yeah. And so they're training, they're doing housework, they're living a tougher life. Although some of them test into the east side school, and there's a lot of tension there.
Gotcha.
You know?
I
Yeah.
like that. So I'm just
Yeah.
going to draw some like kids around doing like chores
Yes.
and whatnot. They're like training to do. They're all sweeping with brooms in various ways.
Yes.
A great tool for the swamp is a broom.
I keep the swamp tidy.
Okay, so now we do the dice. So they're 1 week closer to building this fence.
Yeah.
And then we have David choose what you'd like to do. Discover something new, hold a discussion, or start a project.
I think I'd like to hold a discussion.
Okay.
Yeah. what do we think about sending people into it to see what's going on there?
All right, so Karina,
That's the discussion.
your first 1 or 2 sentences.
I'm not opposed to sending someone to reason with it if there are people available and willing. But do we know what it will do if approached?
All right, Nathan.
We should hold a tournament to find the bravest, best warriors in the community and send them to go figure out what's going on with it, and that'll also provide some good entertainment, boost the economy, and be good for the zines to cover.
Who doesn't love a tournament arc and a zine?
Yeah.
Great.
That's an easy like years of issues right there.
Yeah. Julia?
Alternatively, we should send our best researcher with the fighter to see what we can learn about it.
All right. So, like I said, you don't make any conclusions from the discussion. It's just this is what the community is thinking on their various factions. And anyone on your turn can choose to start a project acting on one of those things, or none of them, or do something completely different. And that is it for David's turn. Now it's Karina's turn.
Oh boy.
Karina, we got the Queen of Hearts. Here are your choices. What's the most beautiful thing in this area? Or what's the most hideous thing in this area? So we'll add something to the map of your invention.
Sorry, I have to think. This is a tough one.
That's fine. Take
That's
your
fine.
time.
Take your time. I just immediately thought of Jacob and I were streaming some game recently, and I thought I misheard the evil hiding baddie just say "my ass." So I just picture what's the most beautiful / hideous thing in this area? My ass.
My ass.
Beautiful to some, hideous to some, 100% my ass.
Okay. Looking at chat, I think maybe I'll go with the most hideous thing.
Okay.
And it's gonna be the horse on the outskirts of the east.
Ooh, the horse.
An ugly
Ooh.
horse.
The ugliest horse.
Hell yeah.
So I'm just gonna, do one of my classic horse heads here.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah.
Not a unicorn.
It's just a horse.
Just an
disgusting
ugly
horse.
The worst horse.
We have a horse coming out in one of next week's episodes.
It looks like a Jacob horse.
Yeah.
But real.
Yeah.
Yeah,
imagine a Jacob horse, but real.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
With real, realistic fur, realistic. All the textures are very realistic, but the shape and outline is exactly the same.
Yeah.
If Mario were real, one of those clickbait things, but with this horse.
He's just very hideous.
I love that.
Shunned for it.
He's hideous, but he has survived all the crocodiles. So you know what? Kudos to him.
The crocodiles are scared of him.
He's so
Even
ugly.
the crocodiles shun him for his appearance.
So I've rolled the fence timer down.
Horse.
We got 2 more weeks of fence building before we've succeeded at that. And so now, Karina, you have to discover something new, hold a discussion, or start a project.
Let's start a project.
Okay.
I propose an arena so we can hold the bravery tournament.
Yes.
to go find the bravest person to go approach it.
Tournament arc.
Hell yeah.
Tournament arc.
Where should
Building
the arena
big-
be?
I feel like there's more room on the west, but it feels like it would belong on the east.
It can be on the east.
I can put it on the east.
Okay.
We love construction projects here in the
Yeah.
East.
They go great, like the Xanadu in New Jersey, American Dream.
Yeah.
That went really well, very efficient.
Just
Only
not-
4 turns.
Just not too close to the horse. People don't want to see that.
Yeah, maybe we'll do like sort of the south of the east. So this will be the arena.
Yeah.
And how long do we think it would take them to
I feel like it would
construct?
take a while. Arenas are really big.
So we thinking 6 weeks?
I'm thinking 6 weeks.
Okay. Arena project begun. I
Oh,
should be
yeah.
consistent with where I put the number.
Yeah, be consistent.
I'm going to be consistent.
Be consistent or get out.
I will. Okay, that's fair.
Boo.
Nathan, your turn.
Hi.
We've got the King of Hearts.
Yeah.
We got 2 options here.
That's the one who's stabbing himself, right?
Well, these are busted tease cards. So mine is a cat holding his tail.
Nice.
That's cute. That's
Um,
fun.
Same
I like
thing.
that.
So we've got a young boy starts digging in the ground and discovers something unexpected. What is it? Or an old man confesses to past crimes and atrocities. What has he done?
Oh shit.
Mm.
Old man confessing to past crimes and atrocities just sounds like too real.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with child digging discovers. He discovers. This is something that people were saying. Were saying in chat earlier. He discovers the hole.
The hole.
The whole-
Oh. He discovers the
So-
other end of Ugly Horse.
So the child digs and discovers just the hole.
The hole. Yeah.
Okay, where's the hole?
The hole is. It's a good question. The hole is. I'm gonna say right to the north of Crocodile's zone.
Over here?
Yeah.
So this is the hole.
Yeah, he's digging, and then like the ground gives way, and he gets back in time, and then it's just the hole.
It's just the hole. And there it is.
He found the hole.
There's the hole. Bad news. The hole's here. Okay, so now we run down the timers. 1 week left and fence is complete.
Woo.
My fans.
My fans.
And now, Nathan, you must make the greatest choice of them all. Do you discover something new? Do you hold a discussion? Or the other one,
Project.
start a project? I should mention too, not to like sway anyone, I just don't know if I was clear about this, but you can also discover things that like interfere with existing projects or are a result, like an unintended result of existing projects. I just don't want you to feel like projects going on were untouchable until they complete.
Gotcha.
Your arena looks like a little elephant foot.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's cute.
That's a compliment, I've decided.
Yeah.
Discover something new. What does chat want?
Chat, what do
Chat,
you
help
want?
me out.
Oh, hey,
Seeing
chat.
a few votes for Discover.
Discover the second moon.
Okay, people want discover. So how does that? I just make something up.
Yeah, I mean, I can read you the little thing again if you
Yes, please.
would like. You introduce a new situation. It might be a problem, an opportunity, or a bit of both. Draw that situation onto the map. That's basically it.
The new situation is the new situation is teenagers now, like the hole has become like a gathering spot for teenagers.
Oh.
Nice. Teens would gather at the hole.
So I'm just gonna put like a backwards
Teens gather
cap,
at the hole.
like a backwards cap person.
That's the
AKA a
situation.
teen.
Yeah. So this represents all teens that gather at the hole. Great. So now we're back to Julia.
Me.
10 of Hearts.
Oh, people fall in all the time. That's part of what makes it so exciting.
Thanks,
the thrill.
Vintage Spiffy, for the 5 subs.
Thank you, Vintage Spiffy.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Julia,
Yes.
there's another community somewhere on the map.
Yeah.
Where are they? What sets them apart from you? Or what belief or practice helps to unify your community?
I feel like there's a small community that lives on the half-sunken ship.
Oh.
And
Okay.
they built maybe like a little town out from it.
They built a town out from it. I love that.
A little bit, where
So
the
we'll put
ship is
some,
the center.
little houses here. to
They
represent.
praise the boat.
And they praise the boat.
Wow.
So okay, so we'll put a little person like doing like a oh, praise the boat sort of thing.
Dang,
So you got a community of boat praisers.
he's going
Yeah.
crazy.
I
Gotta
respect
watch
their
out for
beliefs.
Gotta respect their beliefs.
Good news, everyone! The fence is complete.
Yay!
Wow.
The
Yay.
southwest portion of the town is blocked off from it.
It has to now go all the way around.
It
Yeah,
has to unlatch the fence.
yeah. And the Coliseum continues its production.
Woo.
So Julia, would you like to discover something new, hold a discussion, or start a project?
Let's discover something.
Okay.
Let's discover that now that the wall is there, it has been roaming around the hole, and
Oh.
and maybe some of the teens are disappearing, and no one knows if it's it or the hole.
Okay, so I'm gonna put it up here as well, next to the hole, to show that it comes by the hole.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna point an arrow to the team
Uh-oh.
and a question mark.
Uh-oh.
We don't know.
We
You
don't
can't
know. Is it
prove
the
it.
hole or is it it?
Something's happening to these teens. they are not being very responsible. Okay, David.
Yes.
4 of Hearts. What important and basic tools does the community lack? Or where are you storing your food? Why is this a risky place to store things?
Oh, okay. So yeah, so the hole has like bags that are attached to the bottom of it in a net, and you just go and grab it from the hole.
The food is stored in the hole?
Yeah.
Put the food in the hole?
No, so it's like latched. It's like
Where
latched
it
on the
is?
end. You nail it down,
And you
and
dangle
then you
it.
just leave the onions there. And nothing will happen. Nothing bad will happen to it there.
Yeah, it's just teens. It's just
Yeah.
teens and it.
Okay,
hanging
so
out.
I'm gonna draw some like onions. Here's an onion
That's your snack. Your
to
onion
represent
snack.
that people are keeping food in the hole for some reason.
Oh, now is it going for the teens or for the onions?
Hey, it has layers, just like onions.
Yeah. What does it want?
Timer counts down.
And I think I know that I want to build something, start a project.
Okay, what would you like to do?
Fan boats
Fan
boats.
boats.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
A
Okay.
fan
for
of these boats.
vacation, for exporting, for importing, for just being cool and riding a fan boat.
Where do you think this project is taking place?
I think it's a joint project between both sides of town.
So
So,
maybe
but right by the river.
right by the river. Love that.
Yeah.
I'll
Maybe
put
there's
it
like a little friendly competition to see who
on
can
the
build them
river
a little
here.
bit better and cooler, and who can get the cool like lines and like little flaps for wind resistance.
fan
Make it more
boats.
aerodynamic.
How long are we thinking it would take to invent fan boats?
To build them. Are they inventing them?
Oh, I don't know.
I think they're building them. But I'll say 4 turns. I think
4 weeks?
4 weeks.
You
Yeah, I
got it.
think it's pretty
The
fast.
4-week fan boat extravaganza has begun.
It's only 2 weeks less than building an entire arena.
Yeah. There's technology involved here that makes it difficult.
Yeah.
Okay, Karina.
Painting it.
Yes.
You've got the Jack of Hearts.
Mm-hmm.
You see a good omen. What is it? Or you see a bad omen. What is it? What kind of omen do we have?
Well, the ugly horse is already a bad omen.
Bad omen's been shown.
Aw.
The ugly horse has been shown up in town.
Yeah, has it been like cited
Yeah.
other places?
It's been appearing in places where it usually isn't.
Okay.
Maybe it's also around the hole. And
Okay.
its appearance at the hole starts to make people really like everything else was starting to be kind of questionable.
Everything's
But
converging on
when
this
the horse
hole.
showed up at the hole, like that's when you know that maybe it's time to reconsider the hole.
But you gotta get the devil down in the hole.
So ugly horse, and I will do some arrows here as well, just to indicate that the horse has been on the
Yeah.
prowl, moving around.
horse
and
is
then
on the
showing up at the
move.
hole. Yeah.
Yeah.
God, we hate this horse. Okay, so project counters. Oh no, I'm on the wrong layer.
So drawn to this hole. I can't help myself.
Okay.
Just keep looking at it.
I just keep painting holes and drawing holes, seeing
But now that the
holes.
horse is here, I am uncomfortable.
Yeah, maybe the horse will help people to leave the hole.
Yeah.
All right, time for your choice. Discover
Um,
something, discussion, or project.
I want to discover something.
Okay.
In the wake
amazing.
of the new boats and the activity on the river, they discover that those lines aren't actually like waves in the water, but snakes, big snakes,
They're rivers full of snakes.
big snakes.
Big snakes.
Oh no.
Anaconda from the movie Anaconda snakes,
Big
but
snakes.
lots of them.
the river.
Anacondas. Was Anacondas a movie?
I think.
That's the sequel.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so. So these are snakes.
Must have been.
Those are snakes, big snakes.
Does this?
Anytime you name a movie after
We
one
don't know
thing-
much about the snakes, but they are there, we've discovered.
Yeah, they seem to be minding their own business though.
This
Yeah.
activity is like rising because of the boat building. So, yeah.
So we got
so
snakes,
we've discovered that there are snakes in the river.
and it remains to be seen how that impacts anything.
Yes.
Okay.
yes.
Nathan.
Yes.
Oh, we've entered a new season.
Right.
Ooh.
Spring has ended, and we move into
Oh.
the hot months of summer. With Nathan's first turn, he got the Jack of Diamonds. Predators and bad omens are afoot. You are careless, and someone goes missing under ominous circumstances. Who?
Well,
Or predators and bad omens are afoot. What measures do you take to keep everyone safe and under surveillance? If you pick that second one, then we don't reduce the project dice this week because everyone is busy keeping everyone safe. And they can't work.
Interesting. We don't have any established characters, right?
You can make one right now if you want to.
Okay.
Goofy.
Goofy, the mayor of the East community
Okay.
goes missing.
Goofy is missing.
Goofy is
The
missing.
sequel to Mario is missing.
Porsche.
Famously.
Okay, Goofy goes missing under ominous circumstances.
Yeah,
I would
So-
play the video game Goofy Goes Missing.
because everybody's focused on like all of the weird stuff going on around the hole, so they're not paying attention to what's going on in the East. You know, East we've got Pontoon Project and Arena Project, but all of a sudden no one can get in touch with Goofy,
So here's
who again is the mayor.
a
of-
goofy head and a question mark.
Yeah, what's going on?
Where's
Yeah.
Goofy?
Yuck.
Okay, so Goofy's missing. We
You know
these
it's
go
summer when
down.
Goofy's missing.
And what would you like to do?
is I guess restructuring the government of the East. Is that a project?
That would be a project, I would imagine.
We've never had the mayor go missing before, so we need to put in some provisions.
Is there a vice mayor?
There isn't a vice mayor. It's just the mayor.
There was
Goofy
nothing.
didn't think that far ahead.
Nothing to prepare for this.
There's sort of like a community board, but like they don't, you know, there's no power structure there, so there's a lot of infighting, and so we need to fully rethink how like Goofy really kept the peace.
Yeah, sure. How long do you think that will take?
That's probably a 4-week deal.
4 weeks of debate.
Yeah.
All right, Julia.
Me.
It's spooky kabuki. Thank you for the 5
Trying to
subs.
see what time it is. Do you know?
Yeah, it's 4.
4. Okay. I'll try to keep the pace going pretty briskly so we can try to finish in time.
I've been thinking of ideas.
Julia.
Yes.
8
sir.
of diamonds. Someone tries to take control of the community by force. Wow, that seems appropriate. Do they succeed? Why do they do this? Or a headstrong community member decides to put one of their ideas in motion, start a foolish project.
Foolish project.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like someone's gonna try to take control of the community by force.
Okay.
I think Donald's gonna try to take control of the community by force.
That
Wow.
seems right.
Yeah,
Yep.
has to.
Do they succeed?
I'm going to say no.
Donald's failed.
Donald's
power
fails.
grab.
Okay.
Turns out you need to have popular support, and no one likes Donald.
Nobody likes that. Goofy was very popular.
Yeah.
Yeah, people would rather hold the seat open than let Donald
They
take
found
over.
it incredibly disrespectful to Goofy's memory.
Okay.
Just get in your sailor suit and sail out of town, Donald.
This doesn't look at all like Donald, but you get
Throw him in the
picture.
hole.
Well, it's a different Donald.
This is a different Donald.
This is not,
And
you know,
we'll put an X.
Copyright safe.
these are original characters
Yeah.
named Goofy.
So
Yeah.
why did Donald try to take control of the community by force?
Well, he felt like Goofy wasn't doing enough against, you know, the mounting problems of the snakes, of it by the hole, about the West Siders.
This is a disaster. We're gonna get fan boats in 2 weeks, so that's pretty
Yeah.
exciting.
So that's
That'll
cool.
be pretty sweet.
Yeah.
We're gonna have an arena next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it happens now. The arena is done officially.
yeah.
Oh.
The arena is open for business. And what would you like to do?
Can I start a project?
Yes.
Now that we're gonna have fan boats soon, I feel like we need a big trade port
A trade port.
on the river
Okay.
to maybe sell some crocodile things and to get stuff in from other cities.
All right. Where do you want that to be?
I'm streaming it.
Hey.
Honk honk is the trade port.
I feel like it's gotta be. Well, if it's the crocodile stuff, you know what? It's gonna be on the east side of the river because all of like the people who run businesses are on the east, and like the people on the west are just supplying the
Okay.
goods.
Where do you want it to be?
It's got to be in the city, I think.
Okay, so this is going to be like,
You know what? It's
Yeah.
gonna be, yeah, it's gonna be on the north part of the city.
the
I
north
feel
part
like.
of the city.
No, south part of the
Oh
city.
my god. The south part of the city.
Yeah.
Here's the city.
Yeah, eviscerated so many buildings
So
out of
we'll put it
indecision.
here.
There
Yeah.
was some again with Goofy's absence. There was some
Yeah.
miscommunication. So
Yeah.
they did demolish some extra buildings.
And we'll have an up and down there to show that this is the up-down river trading post.
Down,
How long will this take, do you think?
coach up. 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. David,
Yes.
welcome to summer. 10 of
Thank you.
diamonds. You discover a cache of supplies or resources, add a new abundance,
Oh.
or a scarcity has gone unaddressed for too long. Start a project that will alleviate that scarcity.
Okay. There's been a scarcity of onions, and it's because people are dying trying to get the onions at the Crocs, right?
Yeah. from the
So we
onion
need to start a
bushes.
project that will help alleviate that.
Yeah.
So there's a teen on the west side who goes to the east side school who's come up with an idea, which is mech suits that you can wear that keep you safe from crocodiles,
Okay. Croc-proof
Yeah.
suits.
which is a thing. The documentary Project Grizzly, this man actually made a big mech suit. This is a real thing that a guy did to keep safe and study bears.
Wow.
So this has
teen's name?
happened. What's the teen's name?
Yeah. This teen should be a character.
Sasuke.
Sasuke, of course.
Sasuke getting the suit.
And as I'm
Thank
sure
you,
you've
Sasuke.
seen, I'm marking down named characters in the bottom left. So if you want to reuse any of them later, you'll have the reference here.
Goofy missing.
Nice.
Sasuke is a smart teen.
Smart teen, yeah.
And the project is to build a robot suit. I'll put it outside the school here.
Yeah, and it doesn't even have to be high tech, but it's designed to be very. It's like you can't cut through it with crocodile teeth.
And how long do you think that would take to do?
Probably 4 weeks, because you gotta get the materials, and then building it would be pretty quick. So
4 weeks. Got it.
Yeah.
So the other projects,
Oh, we got fan boats, baby.
fan boats are here.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Where this is coming along. This is the election process,
Yeah.
or the new government restructure process.
Yeah, Goofy question mark is
Yeah.
government restructure.
And what would you like to do, David?
Okay. I think we need to have a discussion.
Have a discussion. All right, go ahead.
We need to have a talk about whether, like, how we need to see what's in this hole, and we need to send somebody down, and that's what I'm proposing. This force is proposing. This cultural force is proposing that we send somebody from town and down to the hole.
Okay, Karina.
Well, the arena just got finished being built, so we can hold another tournament to decide on a person to send down the hole.
Okay, Nathan.
That's literally what I was going to propose.
Wow.
We're
There's
in
agreement in this
agreement.
town.
Either that or just the runner-up from the tournament to send someone to investigate it is the person we send to the hole. We just make it one. But honestly, like we could just have the first tournament, and then, you know, depending on how big of a success that is, you know, we could even hold tournaments to solve a lot of problems.
Yeah.
Tournaments might be like the new thing.
Nathan's 2 sentences you have.
This was one long
no,
sentence.
No, it's
Yeah,
not.
it was
You're
run
done.
on. It was
Julia.
run on.
I feel like there's a group in town that believes that there is a god that lives in the hole, just so far down that you can't see it. So they don't want to send anyone down to the hole.
So some people are worshiping the hole.
Some people are worshiping the
So we'll
hole.
get a worship guy here too.
Dang it.
We could just tell those people that we're sending down a human sacrifice.
All right, we're not allowed to discuss it anymore. Discussion is closed.
Sorry.
Good work, everyone. Karina.
Yes.
7 of diamonds.
Yes.
Introduce a mystery at the edge of the map. Or
Another one?
We need more
we got
of
a
that.
lot. Or an unattended situation becomes problematic and scary. What is it? How does it go awry?
We already have both of those things going on.
Got a lot of hole worshippers in chat.
As there should be.
I mean,
Praise hole.
it's a good hole.
I mean, hole
The way you
versus
drew it,
boat.
I kind of want to worship it
Praise
too.
hole.
I don't know if I want to worship hole or boat more.
I think I'm gonna go with something has gone unaddressed and
Okay.
is becoming a problem, and the Crocs up there on the right
Uh-huh.
top. No one ever does anything about that. They're just kind of chilling, and their area is expanding.
Oh,
Mm.
They're
yes.
chomping at the ground and expanding their
Love that.
borders.
So
They're
I'll just
biting into the
do-
Yeah.
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 At this point, our only defense against the Crocs is Ugly Horse.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Ugly Horse likes to hang out at the hole now.
Yeah, Ugly Horse is moving around.
loves the
So
hole.
because Ugly Horse keeps leaving, they become bolder and are like encroaching on that space because he's not always there to be shunned anymore.
Maybe we shouldn't have ostracized Ugly Horse.
Yeah.
There are lessons to be
That's the
learned.
problem that was getting out of hand unaddressed. We shunned Ugly Horse, and now he's not around to keep the Crocs at bay. So their population is growing, and it's getting harder and harder to reach those onions.
This is a big problem.
Yeah,
This is a huge problem.
I've rolled down the timers.
Sorry.
At least we have
and
those boats.
Now it is time for Karina to do the thing. Just to reiterate for people who might be new to the chat, on your turn you can choose to discover something new, start a discussion, or start a project.
Because we could start the tournament. Would that be
Good.
a project?
I would say so. Or yeah, I think if you're just like doing the tournament, it's a project.
Mm-hmm.
And if it was discover something new, it'd be like reporting something that happened at the tournament area.
I'm just going to start the tournament. We need to get this situation under control with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. How long does the tournament
So-
run?
Maybe like 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah, there's a lot of bravery that needs to be measured.
Very true. Nathan,
Yo.
4 of diamonds. The eldest among you dies. What caused the death? Or the eldest among you is very sick. Caring for them and searching for a cure requires the help of the entire community. Do not reduce project dice this week.
Dies.
So the eldest
Bye.
person died.
Yeah.
Gosh.
How did they die?
They looked at Ugly Horse.
They looked at Ugly Horse.
Next team got them.
So bad for this horse. It's like reversal Sebastian.
Yeah, the eldest person was going to see what was going on at the hole, and he saw Ugly Horse and died and fell in the hole.
Okay. So the eldest person, now Ugly Horse has another crime placed upon its head. So the eldest died from looking at Ugly Horse.
Yeah.
All right. Project time. The trading port is
Hello.
open,
Come here.
and we have 1 week left on the government restructure,
Mhm.
and 1 week of tournament left, and 2 weeks to build the mech suits that will allow us to infiltrate Crocodile Land. And what would you like to do, Nathan?
I would like to supplement the mech suit project by fitting some of the fan boats for for battle.
Battle boats. Okay.
Nice.
How long do you think that will take?
I want to make that 2 so it coincides with completing the mech suits.
Love that.
Like we have the fan boats, we have the people working on the mech suits, and we're like coming together to be like, what if we took some of these? Because like originally the fan boats were going to be like, you know, just getting around, but these crocodiles are encroaching.
Yeah, it's getting out of hand.
It's getting out of hand.
Okie dokie. Julia.
Yes.
5 of diamonds. A project finishes early. What led to its early completion? Or the weather is nice and people can feel the potential all around them. Start a new project.
I'm gonna go with the first one.
Okay.
Project finishes early.
The government one and the tournament are both going to finish this turn anyways.
Yeah.
So it would be mech suit or gunboat.
Maybe it will be the second one then, if everything's going to end pretty soon.
All right, you want to start a new project?
Yeah, let's start a new project. Let's have people start trying to quest out to the tree. Is that a project technically?
Yeah, we can do that.
As like a group, they start an expedition out there.
So we want to start some magic tree expeditions.
Yeah.
Okay, how long do you want to do magic tree expeditions?
Let's give it a month. Let's give it 4 weeks.
4 weeks.
4 weeks of researching this magic tree and questing over there.
Now the tournament has ended. Karina, you started the tournament one, right?
Yes.
What are the results of the tournament?
We have found the bravest among us.
Who is it?
Zagreus.
Zagreus, thank you.
Ooh, DeBubby, thanks for the
DeBubby.
50 subs.
Thank you.
Wow, thank you.
So Bubby, thank you. So Zagreus is brave.
Yeah.
Are we going with the runner-up for whole expedition duty? And if so, who is that? Or are we going to have another tournament? We might have to decide that later, I guess.
Well, you know, things are getting kind of weird in our community, so let's just send the runner-up.
Okay, who's that?
Naruto.
Naruto.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I believe it.
That makes sense. Naruto, too brave. All right, and also the government restructure project has ended. Nathan, what are the results of that?
The results of that are they've restructured to be a kibbutz style socialist community.
Wow.
That's led by a council.
Okay. So Goofy and Donald, we'd say, are out of the picture.
Yeah, Goofy's been. There was a lovely memorial. It's like, it's led by a council that is called the Goof Troop.
The Goof Troop.
in Goofy's honor.
All right, so we're gonna put GT here.
We just keep getting gift subs. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
So Goof Troop Council.
Thanks.
Yeah.
And then it was Julia's turn. I still need to mark these.
It's sort of a rotating community council that is constantly receiving feedback from the community, very open.
Gotcha. So the Goof Troop is a positive development.
I'd like to think so.
Julia, what would you like to do on your turn?
I think that. Can I have the boat people discover something?
Yeah, you can do
People who
anything you
worship
want.
the boat?
Anything can be discovered.
I feel like the boat people have discovered how to onion farm on their own land.
Oh, so they've developed
Onion agriculture.
So we're gonna make some little farms over here.
Anaconda don't want none unless you got hon.
Okay. That was very good.
Even that was very loud.
Got me. It really got me. It was so quiet.
Really
Anaconda don't want none. You got un.
Oh,
Yun.
no, that's okay. David,
Yes.
your turn. 9 of diamonds.
Okay.
A project fails. Which one? Why? Or something goes afoul and supplies are ruined. Add a new scarcity.
Okay. I'm gonna go with the expedition to the magic tree fails,
It fails.
and it's because there was just an emanating like radiance of energy that kind of just blew out and either killed or scared off the people that were going there.
Okay, I like that. We'll get that on the map.
Some survivors.
Some survivors. All right.
Yes.
Mech suits are done. Gunboats are done.
Yeah.
So now the mech suits, I'm assuming, mean they can get through Crocodile Town,
Yeah.
which can we all agree would turn foraged food into a plus because of the access they now have.
I like that.
Yeah.
And we'll move the mech suit over here.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all the projects. So now it's you choose what you want to do.
Okay. Sasuke is very intrigued by this magical development and thinks that they can use some of the leftover mech suits and infuse it with some of this magic to approach it more safely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are we thinking this is a project?
This is a project, yes.
All right.
Since the mech suit has already been made, the physical element of it, and Sasuke was like very like aware that this was a possibility.
Mm-hmm.
It will only take 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, your slip up of saying Susuke was very like I love the idea of a
Yusuke.
little character named Susuke.
Yusuke?
I just pictured someone very cute as like a little Susuke.
That's his last name.
Sasuke
Sasuke
Suramashi.
Susuke.
Yeah. He's Sasuke Susuke.
When he gets his
He's
PhD,
just a little Susuke.
he becomes Dr. Susuke.
Oh my god. I'm done with you, Nathan. I'm done. Okay, Karina.
Yes.
It's a new season. We've reached the fall. The leaves are changing.
No.
The weather's a changing. And you've gotten the 6 of clubs. Introduce a dark mystery among the members of the community. Or
We have enough of those.
or conflict flares up among community members, and as a result, a project fails.
Joel McHale really getting testy.
Joel McHale.
Well, I don't want to
Community?
fail the project, so maybe
What's
we
the
just have
project?
to introduce another mystery.
A dark mystery, please. We don't have any of those.
Yeah, let's see. What's a dark mystery? A strange house appears behind the magic tree,
Oh,
Mm.
I love
but
this
no
mystery.
one can approach it yet.
Wow. Okay, strange house. Question mark house. What force could this be? What encroaching force? Apparently every supernatural entity wants to murder this swamp village.
They want their onions. The most precious resource of all.
All right, that counts down. And then what would you like to do?
I'd like to discover something.
Okay.
Because it's fall and the weather is getting cooler. And so they discover that the change in temperature makes the river snakes very aggressive.
Oh, okay.
These people are surrounded by things that want to kill them.
Yeah.
And yet they're like, let's make a mech suit.
Surely a mech suit will solve this
And
problem.
one ugly horse. And yet
They're
the thing
reading too
that's
many
killed the
zines.
most is the horse.
Does this affect like travel? Or I'm thinking like it feels like it would add a scarcity, like water or travel or something would be harder now.
Well, because what I'm thinking is that because they're these big snakes, so now they're just really aggressive and they attack the boats.
Yeah.
And maybe
Good thing we equipped these boats for battle.
Yeah.
We did. That's foresight. So maybe we're still good on travel. It's just harder.
Yeah.
Now.
Maybe now we can hunt snakes.
Ooh. Snake hunting.
Snake meat.
Smeet.
All right.
Sneet.
Next turn is Nathan. Nathan turn.
It me.
Nathan turn.
2 of clubs. Someone returns to the community.
Oh my god.
Goofy's back.
Wait, well, there's options here. Someone returns to the community. Who? Where were they? Or you find a body.
Oh no, Goofy's back.
Do people recognize who it is? What happened?
No, Goofy's back.
Goofy's back.
Alive.
Oh my god.
It's a miracle.
Zacharias's husband is back.
Goofy's back, but he's changed.
Goofy's changed.
He had been. He's the one who made the house by the magic tree.
Oh.
The magic tree dubbed him worthy, and he underwent a transformation, and that was creating all of the energy that was emanating that caused the project to fail.
Wow.
And now he's able to channel the magic himself.
Is this like a positive development? Is Goofy sharing the magic?
Yeah, I think
Is
so.
Goofy okay?
Yeah.
It's unclear. He's like very, he's doing that thing that characters do where like they seem powerful and like a little bit aloof and detached.
Yeah.
So like it seems good, but everybody's a little wary because he's being withholding.
Gotcha. Okay.
But at the same time, it's like he's imbuing all of the stuff that we've been working on with like magic. So like now the fan boats have magic, the mech suits have magic.
So we'll make magic in abundance for right now.
And
unless something changes.
And yeah. And he has no interest in governing. He's just here to bring magic.
The mech suits are finished being
An aloof goof.
adapted to deal with magical forces. Unfortunately, the magical forces, I guess, have ceased.
What about it?
Good work, Sasuke.
Yeah, maybe there's other magical forces that they will need to be used for.
Yeah.
And what would you like to do on your turn, Nathan?
I think we need to have a discussion about the boat worshippers.
Okay, start the discussion.
I think perhaps it's time to send maybe an envoy to invite them to rejoin the community and join forces against the now aggressive snakes.
Okay, Julia?
Is there a card for me?
No, we're having a discussion.
A discussion, yeah.
Should we send get the boat worshippers to deal with the snakes?
To just rejoin the community, create a more united.
Maybe they've been
front.
isolated for too long and wouldn't take kindly to us interrupting their community, but it's worth reaching out.
All right, David.
I'm I'm representing a group that meets and is crying and is like very happy about this and has been wanting to get their family to come back home from the boat worshippers for a very long time, and they're thrilled that anyone in the town is even thinking about them. They thought they'd been ignored, and they're very happy about this and they want it to happen.
All right, Karina.
I don't know. Those boat worshippers kind of weird me out. But, you know, if the snakes are such a problem, they should definitely take care of it.
Great. All right. And now it is Julia's turn.
Yes, it's me.
4 of clubs. The strongest among you dies.
Oh no.
What caused the death?
Well,
Or the weakest among you dies. Who's to blame for their death?
I feel like the strongest among us has died.
Zagreus.
Zagreus. He just got his husband back.
Aw.
No.
He's only
kill him.
He's only kind of gotten his husband back because he can't approach him. So he's been trying to quest out there to get to Goofy. And, you know, some mysterious magical force has probably killed him while he's been out there.
He was supposed to be doing an It expedition, and he was looking for Goofy this whole time.
Yeah.
We kept putting it off, and he went out on a quest.
He heard rumor that Goofy was back, and he was like, I must change course.
Did Goofy's magic unintentionally kill him?
Goofy can't
Or
control
is it
the magic.
unclear?
It's unclear.
But
That would be
There are
tragic.
lots of rumors going around.
Exposure to magic is the cause of death.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
But people don't know who
But-
to blame, but
Yeah.
they're really riled up about it.
Okay, love that.
Yeah.
There's no projects right now. So what would you like to do?
We should hold another tournament.
All right, a second tournament. 2 more weeks.
Yep, 2 more
For
weeks.
what?
To go to it,
In
because Zagreus
Zagreus's
flipping
honor.
left his job.
This is the Zagreus tournament.
Yeah.
Or maybe to go fight Goofy. I don't know.
We haven't
As
decided
revenge,
yet.
yeah.
Yeah, we can decide that after the
The
tournament.
winner gets to decide.
Okay, David.
Yes.
The Ace of Clubs.
Okay.
The community becomes obsessed with a single project. Which one? Why? Choose one. They decide to take more time to ensure that it is perfect, add 3 weeks to it, or they drop everything else to work on it, all other projects fail. If there are no projects underway, add a scarcity born of idleness.
Okay. So there's one project going on right now.
Yeah.
And it's the tournament, or that's the I don't know.
tournament.
So the tournament. So the options I have are to finish the tournament extra fast or to not finish it.
The options are they take more time to ensure that it's perfect, so it takes 3 weeks longer,
Oh.
or they drop everything else to work on it and all other projects fail, but there are no other projects.
So then I'll do that. Yeah.
That
Everyone's
seems like
full
the
But then there's a
force.
scarcity.
Yeah.
But then there's a scarcity of something, right?
That's just if there are no projects
Yeah.
underway.
Oh, okay,
Everyone
then-
is
then
so
I'll take the easy,
Yeah.
the easiest.
yeah.
solution.
Everyone is so absorbed with grieving Zagreus's death.
And they're
Yeah.
so
that
sick
they
of
just
Goofy
hyper
shit.
focus on this tournament.
Yes, everyone is all about the tournament right now, ignoring everything else.
Yeah.
They're just really angry at Goofy, too.
Well, we'll deal with that in my second half of my turn.
All right, which happens right now.
Yes. So Goofy, distraught, and like absolutely like aggrieved, does something without even realizing it. The emotional response to Zagreus is the process of necromancy,
Oh,
and maybe more than just Zagreus comes back.
so Goofy now is necromancer.
Mickey too?
Everyone in the vicinity of Goofy, the west
Oh,
side,
wow.
the whole west side.
Is like lit up with zombies.
Yeah.
Are they?
Well,
are they,
no.
Are they
No,
zombies?
they're
or
back.
are they? They're back.
They're humans. They're
They're just
human
back.
beings. We don't know if they're different, but they are back. They seem to be back,
So
and they're
Zagreus,
normal. They miss everyone, but they're different. You know.
Goofy did a mass resurrection
Zagreus
spell.
has been res pleased.
Mass res.
Goofy.
It's such a broken mechanic, but you know
And
I love it.
it
yeah,
happens.
We're gonna put
This
a
is
skull,
Overwatch
Goofy.
2016.
put a skull next
This
to
is not-
Goofy to show that
Goofy,
Goofy's
you're
been
so strong.
meddling in dark powers. Does this also mean that the people who fell in the hole came back to life in the hole?
Yes,
Oh,
they're
the
still
old-
there.
The old man.
Oh
They're in
my
the hole?
God,
The
no.
unnamed oldest man.
He's there in
Mickey.
the hole.
Oh, that was Mickey.
It is now.
Okay.
This is bad.
Mickey is the worst off because he dying from seeing the ugly horse is a really torturous experience, and now he has the memory of it.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh no.
Karina's turn.
Yes.
10 of clubs.
Mm-hmm.
Harvest is here and plentiful. Add an abundance.
Crocodiles?
Or cold autumn winds drive out your enemies. Remove a threatening force from the map and the area.
We have so many threatening forces.
Or we finally get an abundance of zines.
The zine harvest.
Well, once the tournament arc ends, I feel like there's going to be a huge demand for more.
Threatening force or an abundance of zines.
You can also add an abundance of like a new thing if you want to as well.
It doesn't have to be zines. Zines can always be scarce.
Well, yeah, maybe there's now an abundance of snake meat and snake product.
Okay. Snake abundance.
I'm really fond of all of our threatening forces. I couldn't pick one to get rid of.
They're
fair.
all great.
They're all adorable and I love them.
So we got crocs and snakes out the ass
Yeah.
right now.
But we're turning that into
The
resource.
snakes are still manageable, so we have a lot of snake resources.
Perfect.
Sneesources, one may
Sneesources.
say.
Resources.
The tournament has ended. Julia, I believe you started this tournament.
Yes.
What is the result of the tournament?
Someone won.
Yes.
Mm.
Okay. Who's another good character? Okay, so the strongest fighter to win the new tournament was Destiel.
Uh-huh.
And
From Neopets.
he's just been so mad about what Goofy's been doing out there. First he kills Zagreus, now he's got corpses
Steel.
everywhere. That he's gonna go towards Goofy and figure out what the hell's going on over there.
my
Someone is
God.
supposed to go take care of it, and no one will
Then-
do it.
The runner-up is going to it.
But Zacharias came back to life anyway. We just keep forgetting to send them on missions.
We get so wrapped up in the tournament. Okay, so Destiel won and is the new bravest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
He's gonna go fight Goofy.
Yes. And then it was Karina's turn. So what would you like to do?
Oh yeah. Well, I want to start a project, I think.
Okay.
Because now that the hole is full of people, we remember, oh yeah, Naruto's supposed to go into the hole.
Yeah.
So now we can go in and like rescue people, but also like check the hole out.
All right. So this is a whole expedition
Yeah.
for Naruto.
Mhm.
So we'll get the headband and the hair.
Also, I apologize for slacking everyone. I meant to send that after this. It was just a bunch of things that I knew I had to tell everyone. And I knew I was going to forget if I didn't write them.
Slacking us.
On Discord.
Discord, whatever.
Slacking us on Discord.
How long do you think it would take Naruto to do the whole expedition?
Well, he's really fast. Maybe it'll only just take a week. You got to get those people out of there fast. Like,
That's
Yeah.
true, yeah. Okay.
They've
one
been in
week.
there a while.
yeah.
I mean, there are onions in there. People keep storing their food.
That's true.
Yeah.
They've been fed.
Yeah. He needs to figure out what's going on down there.
I love that we have so many wild things going on that we haven't been able to touch anything about the crocodile farm.
Yep.
There's been just so many things going on.
completely under control.
Yeah, that's been
Yeah.
going well.
Farm is chill. That's just those are our crocodiles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no worries there. Nathan turn.
Yeah.
The king of clubs.
I'm getting kings.
A natural disaster strikes the area.
Well,
Shit.
Choose one. You focus on getting everyone to safety, remove an abundance, and a project fails. Or you focus on protecting your supplies and hard work at any cost, and several people die as a result.
God, I don't know.
What are you doing?
The mic arm was tilting, which was making the mic like constantly fall into me.
Oh,
So
okay.
I was changing the angle so that
Gotcha.
it sat better on your desk.
I think that whole expands.
That's the natural disaster.
Yeah, whole expands.
Naruto's in there.
Yeah, we get
Naruto.
we get everyone to safety. Goofy uses his magic to protect everyone. So like a bunch of people fall back
Is
into the
Goofy
protection.
good or bad?
We don't know.
We do not know.
Sort of
Goofy's a
a neutral
chaos
figure,
element.
yeah.
He's a real wild card.
Mm-hmm.
The whole expands. The people who were there, so the project fails. The people who were there are now sort of under the protection of the magic tree and Goofy, but the whole does expand into the crocodile farm, and so crocodiles our domesticated crocodiles are now a scarce.
Wow.
Big hole.
Big hole. We used to think the hole was so cool, and look at us
Yeah.
now.
I mean, we're still drawn to it, but
So I'll erase the croc here. Just waves now.
I gotta stop ripping off Uzumaki.
So crocodiles are now a scarcity. And also a project fails. I imagine that would have to be Naruto's expedition.
Yeah, Naruto's expedition has failed.
What does that mean?
Is he trapped in the hole now?
Oh, okay. Yeah, Naruto sacrifices himself to save everyone else.
Naruto's dead.
No, he's
dead.
trapped in the trapped in the
Okay,
hole.
so everyone's out of the hole except Naruto, who's stuck at the bottom.
he stays behind.
I want to give this map to someone who wasn't here for the stream and have them see what happened.
Mickey, old.
This is the first page of my fantasy book.
Imagine opening a book in like a bookstore and they, include the map on like the first page or whatever, and it's this, and you're like,
Yeah. Ugly horses everywhere. There's a Goofy.
There's this square box
I am
man.
curious about what this means for Ugly Horse, but I guess we'll have to find out as turns continue here.
Yeah.
Julia.
What, the hole expanding?
Yeah, because the Ugly Horse was around.
Do I get to do the other thing?
Oh, yeah, you do. My bad.
The whole expanding causes us to discover that the whole worshippers, it has strengthened the resolve of the whole worshippers. So now there are more.
More.
So we'll add some more.
They've seen the awesome power of the whole. People who are on the fence about worshiping the whole are now getting on board.
An ever-growing faction here.
Yeah.
They went in on that.
Okay, so
not
now
because
Julia.
they like the whole, but because they fear the whole, and they think the only way that the reason it expanded was because not enough people were worshiping.
Julia.
Me.
Jack of clubs. A project finishes early. Which one?
Don't have that option.
If there are no projects underway, restlessness creates animosity, which leads to violence. Who gets hurt?
Well, I feel like the whole worshippers are restless because no one's doing anything about this dang hole, or like, the people aren't praising it enough, and then the people who, hate the hole, who want to cover the hole or put barricades around it,
Sure.
are hating the hole worshippers because they're like, dang it, it's just a hole, stop worshiping it. And they're like, nah.
So there's a new animosity there.
Yeah.
So we'll put an angry face. Things are bad between the town.
That's a really good angry face.
Why don't we put it in between the town and yeah. So the town is mad at the Hole Worshippers. Hole Worshippers are mad at the town.
Yeah.
Okay, there's no projects right now. So
Nope.
what would you like to do?
I feel like this expedition's got to go underway. I feel like there's got to be a quest over down to it. I want to know what it's about.
Okay. Are we sending Destiel?
Or Zagreus.
Or resurrected Zagreus?
Yeah.
I feel like resurrected Zagreus is gonna hang out with Goofy.
He's retired now.
Because there's complicated feelings there. Destiel
Destiel.
going
Exposition.
down
Has
to
to go.
it.
There's a whole like very tense psychosexual drama happening with Zagreus and Goofy that is just concurrent.
Yeah.
I feel like this is
It's like a
gonna take
Michael Haneke film.
this is gonna take like 3 weeks because it's further away from the magic tree, and I said that was 4 weeks to get there and research. So yeah.
Yeah.
So 3
Destiel
weeks.
just like really fast.
Yeah, sprinting.
I'm on a mission. I gotta go there before something else disastrous happens.
Cartoon sound effect, footsteps.
He's doing the outtake of Love Actually, and he's just backflipping his way.
Yeah, he would.
Yeah.
Okay, David.
Yes.
Seven
time.
of clubs.
Mm.
A project just isn't working out as expected. Radically change the nature of this project. Don't modify the project die. When it resolves, you'll be responsible for telling the community how it went. Or something goes afoul and supplies are ruined, add a new scarcity.
Okay. So the onions went bad.
Dang.
The ones in
It
the
was
hole?
because when
The
the mass
onions.
when the mass resurrection happened, all of the supply of onions, not the onions that are farmed, but the supply that they already had in town, which are stored on the west side of town, all started getting this strange smell to them and this feeling and this aura. And everyone's afraid to eat them now because they're afraid of like there's something unknown happening with these onions. And so they're just going to throw them down the hole or somewhere. Yeah.
Okay, so
Let's say the
onions-
net of onions. The
Yeah.
net of onions.
So the
where people-
foraged food is now also a scarcity.
Yes.
Oh my god.
We've still got snake meat, but that's like it right now.
Snake.
Yeah.
We
So
still
which
got
brings
meat.
us which
And
brings us
magic.
which brings us to our my project.
Mhm.
Yes.
We're gonna start that mech is gonna be used to get us some onions. Some fresh onions.
All right. How long
We're
do
gonna
we
see if
think
this
that
thing
will take?
works. The first go around I think will only take a week.
1 week journey to retrieve more onions.
Mhm.
Wonderful. Next is Karina.
Yes.
We are in winter time. The
The
weather turns cold. This also means that at any card flip, the game could end.
What card
when
do we need?
The Queen of
Oh my
Spades
god, this
marks
is so tense.
the arrival of the Frost Shepherds and the end of the game.
Oh my god.
But
Destiel's gonna die alone
Destiel.
on his way to discover it.
I want Destiel's happy ending.
well, bad news. 9 of Spades. Someone goes missing.
No.
They're alone in the
Mhm.
winter elements.
God damn it.
Choose one. The community organizes constant search parties and eventually the person is found. Project dice are not reduced this week. Or no one ever hears from that person again. So who goes missing?
Can I throw Mickey in, like, to the wolves?
Old Mickey?
He couldn't deal with the knowledge of seeing Ugly Horse, so he wandered out one night and never came back.
That's acceptable.
Mickey
Forbidden knowledge.
Mickey wished for death.
The whole town was like, it's what he would have wanted.
The whole town.
He just wasn't the same since the res.
All right, so old Mickey wanders off and dies in the woods, presumably.
Amazing.
He'll be okay.
Destiel continues the journey,
Yeah.
but the Onion Expedition is completed. David, how does that work out?
They got some onions and it worked out swimmingly well.
So we back to an abundance.
Yeah. Abundance of onions.
Thanks to
Abundance.
Abundance of onions.
Sasuke Susuke brought
Genius
the
kid.
onions. Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy genius, Sasuke Susuke.
And,
Future mayor.
Karina, what would you like to do on your turn?
What did I want to do? I wanted to start a project to
Okay.
get Naruto out of the hole.
Okay,
Where
Naruto
he's
Hole
been
Project.
this
for weeks.
whole time.
Just living in the hole.
Okay.
People have just been throwing their onions down there.
How long do we think it'll take to get Naruto out of the hole?
Well, it took him 1 week to get everyone out, so hopefully it takes 1 week to get him out.
Okay.
Sounds
Sounds
and then we
good.
can see if he's okay and maybe what he saw in the hole.
Sure. Okay, Nathan. It's the Ace of Spades. There we go.
Win some, you lose some.
Thank you, everyone.
It's all the same to me.
Now is the time to conserve energy and resources. A project fails but gain an abundance. Or, now is the time for hurried labor and final efforts. A project finishes early but gain a scarcity.
Both of these projects. What are
Yeah.
the projects? We've got.
Get Naruto out of the hole.
We got Naruto in the hole and Destiel, and
Expedition.
they're both gonna end
Yeah.
this turn.
Okay, Naruto is stuck in that hole. We can't get him out.
So that project fails.
Yeah.
Naruto, why?
Naruto won't leave the hole for some reason.
Naruto actually likes it down there. They get down there and they find Naruto has decided that he loves it down there and they can't get him to
Damn.
leave.
I had
More
plans for that
mysteries.
Naruto.
Okay, and we gain an abundance as a result of Naruto not leaving the hole.
I think it's finally time. Zines.
Wow.
They're
Yes.
inspired.
They're so inspired.
Yeah, something
Yeah.
needs to bring the community spirit up.
Yeah.
Hearing about Naruto's whole journey,
And
people want to tell
Goofy's
stories.
Undead lover.
Yeah, a lot has happened. It's inspiring.
Yeah.
But in
It's
the
a
meantime,
Renaissance.
Destiel
Destiel, please.
Yes.
Get these characters
succeeds
right.
at the expedition
Yeah.
to determine what's going on with it.
Yes.
Who sent Destiel? You?
Me.
So what's going on with it? What happened on the expedition?
I feel like it has a community of its.
Oh,
But only
it's.
one ever wanders out.
So this is
It's
a
Them.
community.
It's a community of its. And maybe they are a community that prefers to live in the shadows and not make direct communication because they are shy. And not because they are violent.
It was just shy the whole
They're just
time.
yeah.
They're just shy and they're scared of these people in their loud
there
towns.
was just like one precocious one that kept sneaking over.
one baby one wandered out.
Aw.
They don't like all
Let me
that
see.
conflict in this town. There's a lot of conflict. in
Yeah,
this
they're
town.
like, this
Yeah.
place is weird.
Yeah.
This
They came
place
here-
is a freak show. I respect literally none of you.
They heard this was like a great place to put out your zine, and then they got here and they were like, "This is not."
This sucks for
what I wanted."
zines. You see the little one coming out, peeking out from behind a tree here.
Yeah.
Oh, so the its are nice.
The its are nice. The its are a nice, formerly spooky peoples.
Yes. And then it's Nathan's turn. So what would you like to do?
It's like we don't have that much time left. Like, does it make sense to start a new project?
But the people don't know that. The community doesn't know.
Yeah, we don't know when the game's gonna end.
Then I guess the project is to send diplomats to begin trade relations with the its.
All right. So we're having another expedition.
Yeah, but this one now using the information that Destiel brought back,
Yes.
I think it's only going to take 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Got it.
We sell them some zines.
Yeah, it's now that we have an abundance of zines.
Yeah. To
Yeah.
teach them
This is
about
good,
our
Ellie.
history.
Yeah.
It's not
is
so
going
wild up here
on
as you
over
think.
there?
Let's
Also just like
explain.
local
This
poetry.
sounds fake.
We have zines, we have fan boats. Like
We have
I
the
think,
ugly
Looks made
horse.
up.
We have fanzines.
All right, next is Julia,
Me.
the Jack of Spades.
The Jack of Spades.
An infected outsider arrives seeking amnesty. They have some much needed resources with them. Choose one. Welcome them into the community. Remove a scarcity, but also introduce an infection into the community. Or bar them from entry. What scarcity could they have addressed? How does its need become more dire this week? Also, I was wrong. It's the King of Spades that is the Frost Shepherds, not the Queen.
Okay.
I feel like I was gonna say Ugly Horse comes into town, but maybe it's one of the corpses that Goofy has revived, who's in like a weird in-between state
Okay.
and stuck there and wants to be back in the town.
What resources do they have with them that the community needs?
And they are dying but cannot die. Maybe because they are dying but cannot die, they've gotten real flippin' brave with crocodiles. So they can bring crocodiles back into the community for a new crocodile farm.
Gotcha. So are they allowed in, or are they barred from entry?
Let them in.
They're allowed
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
So they come in. The crocodiles are back on the menu. We're
Yeah.
we're at full abundance right now,
but we are infected.
but we
now.
Yeah,
are
now
whatever.
we are-
Yeah.
Sick with.
What's the community now sick with?
Because we're in like a swamp, maybe some sort of like rot.
Swamp rot.
Some
Swamp
sort
rot.
some sort of
Oh,
swamp
Swamp
rot.
ass.
Swamp ass.
They're
Insecure.
Swamp
infected
ass.
with swamp ass.
They've all got
Oh, yeah.
swamp ass. I'm just
Smelly.
gonna draw some skulls.
It's gonna kill the tourism industry that the fan boats were intended to, help.
The armed fan boats.
The battle fan.
You take a ride on the fan boat. You get to shoot yourself a snake, and then you get to keep it as a trophy.
Yeah.
Just like plug up your nose, otherwise you get that swamp ass.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, so that was the card. There's a project. The diplomatic project here continues. And what would you like to do, Julia?
It's start a project, discover something new, or start a discussion.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do project. Should I do something about the disease that just started? Maybe they're researching a cure into swamp ass.
Okay.
Yeah.
Swamp ass research.
Finally.
I feel like
Yeah.
that's gonna take a while.
So we'll put a beaker.
Yeah.
I guess probably at the school they would be doing this.
Mm-hmm.
That probably makes sense.
The children.
At uni.
I didn't mean to do that. I've ruined everything. There we go.
Wow.
Can't believe you've
How
done
long do you
this.
think that would take?
Well, I feel like research takes a long time. Let's say 5 weeks.
5 weeks. So it's unclear if they'll ever find the cure for swamp ass before it's too late.
Swamp ass may infect us all before then. Who knows?
All right, David.
Yes.
The Queen of Spades. You see a good omen. What is it?
A good omen. Let's think. Okay. So there is a bright light that is appearing in the western sky. That is like it's like a bright purple light.
Bright
And it's not
purple.
explained, but there's a positive aura. People feel hopeful when it shines on them at night.
Cool.
on those dark, cold winter nights.
All right, purple aura in the western sky.
That's the good omen. Yeah.
Diplomatic talks with the Its are completed. Nathan, how'd that go?
I mean, yeah, they're just shy, but they love zines.
So it's going well.
It's going well. People aren't afraid of the Its, and the Its aren't afraid of the people. We've got zines, and now that the Its have learned about zines, they're making their own zines, and now we're getting zines from the Its perspective, and that's really like
nice,
broadening everyones perspectives.
Double abundance of zines. The zines
So
are flowing.
many.
It's a golden era of zines. This is excellent. Very happy.
Move to
Okay,
this town.
David, what would you like to do on your turn?
Okay. Can I say one group has made a discovery?
Yeah.
So the groups worshiping the boat have discovered the mech, and there's some of them want to abandon the boat and start worshiping the mech.
Sasuke's mech?
Sasuke's mech.
Oh my god, Sasuke has become as god.
I get to draw the worshiping
Sasuke,
guy.
Susuke.
Jacob, can you move the map slightly to the right?
Is it a little off screen? A whip?
It's a little off screen on stream.
There we go.
Woo.
Let's see if it. Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
Should
there
fix
it
it.
goes. That should good. Yeah,
That's
it's
good.
good. It's good.
Apologies. Okay, Karina's turn.
Yes.
It's the King of Spades.
No.
The Frost Shepherds arrive.
Darn.
Our community
It's
is
5.
coming to an end, and it's up to
wow,
us.
they arrived right on time.
Oh, that's amazing.
They're very good about scheduling.
It's up to us now to decide what it was that took down this community. What were the Frost Shepherds?
The hole. Or the crocodiles
Do
stand
we
up
think it
out of
was
the water.
A lot of things.
Gee, which of these things could have brought
Well,
down our
Goofy's
society?
undead.
Yeah. Goofy's magic just went out of control. He got Zagreus. He got everyone.
Mm-hmm.
He got the Its.
The pit expands.
Yeah.
The worshippers of various factions. The tensions boil over.
Yeah, it breaks out into violence. Everything just kind of goes wrong at once.
Swamp ass.
Swamp ass overtakes the community. There is no cure.
There is no cure. It's terminal swamp ass.
Swamp ass means that the people can't pilot the mechs and boats as effectively because they're too busy dealing with the swamp ass, and so the defenses fail.
Damn.
So what are the Frost Shepherds? Is that what we're answering?
Yeah, I think in this case it was a little bit of everything.
Yeah, it was the community itself and the terrain.
It's the big snakes in the river.
Yeah.
There was a lot of issues. Not gonna lie. We never even named our community.
It didn't deserve a name.
Swamp ass.
Swamp ass.
Swamp ass. Bill.
But for a brief shining moment, there were so many zines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Archaeologists will discover those zines and know what had happened here.
This sounds fake.
Yeah.
The ones that aren't wet.
What a crazy story.
That they definitely made up.
Well, this was a lot of fun.
This has been the tale of the town of Swamp Assville. Thank you all for playing this with me. I've been wanting to play this game for a while, ever since I listened to that podcast. I thought it would be fun.
It was fun. We should do it again eventually.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
There's another one that this guy made that's like this, that's got more of like a fantasy bent to it that we could try sometime as well.
Sure.
So a lot of fun stuff, and mods are posting the link in the chat to where you can get this game. The PDF is, I think, like $7 or something, and then they also have like an actual version you can buy that gives you like tokens and cards with the actual text on it, and like an actual set of things for this. So if you like it, you should go support the maker of the game and toss them some coins and play with your friends, because it's super easy. The game again is called The Quiet Year. I hope everybody enjoyed. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for hosting, Jacob.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
letting me host.
Yeah. And thanks, chat, for all of the fun suggestions that we incorporated to various degrees.
I've been informed by Draz that Avery Alder is a trans woman, so trans rights.
Hell
Trans
yeah.
rights.
Support for Avery Alder is
cannot
support for
stress
trans
enough
rights.
trans rights. Yeah.
So it's just a win-win if you buy the dang game. That's all I have to say.
Heck yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's it for the stream. We'll be back. Well, if you're a Patreon learner tier, I'll be
Or
doing a
above.
draw class tomorrow at 3 on Drawfee Extra. And if not, then we'll be back on Monday with another Drawfee stream.
And if you haven't seen the Drawtectives finale, if you haven't seen the Drawtectives finale, you can check it out.
It's really
up.
good.
It's
I
really
just-
good.
I didn't spoil myself, and it was such a joy to watch it and for the first time today. It was so funny.
It went up today. I'm so happy with it. Thank you, everyone.
And we should say we've
Yeah.
got new Drawtectives pens in
Yes.
the store.
And a
Mhm.
mug.
And the Drawfee face mug
I will
is
tweet
there
about
too.
Finally.
that. Yeah.
So you can also go check those things out if you want to join the Drawtectives crew yourself. Get yourself a pen.
Go do it.
Yeah.
All right, goodbye everybody.
Bye, y'all.
Bye. Sorry.
Bye.
Sorry to the
Sorry.
community of Swamp Ass.
My apologies.
Very sorry.